sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, do we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more with each passing season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very difficult to compete and win week in and week out in today's modern NFL.
The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as a result of him being your quarterback.
He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They put Kelsey in motion. On second down, Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelsey. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Second down and 8. Off the play fake. Mahomes. Throw over the middle. Brought in by Hopkins. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive. And as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day.
He'll get this complete. That's the tight end, Noah Gray. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mahomes. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Now a loose football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and he'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield. So it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time? A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. Leading them out, the former #1 overall pick back in the 2021 draft, it's Trevor Lawrence.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role you're looking for out of this position, and I think this guy's a great example of it.
Man in motion here is Washington. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They put a receiver in motion to the left. 2nd down, Lawrence. That's complete. It's Parker Washington. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Man in motion here is Washington. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, The defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That is caught by Washington. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. And he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go, sir.
Throwing is Lawrence. Catch made right side by Thomas. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Brian Cook up from his safety spot to make the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Kirk is the motion man. Lawrence now on 2nd down. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Silver.
To throw is Lawrence. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
All right, let's go.
They'll try it now with Bigsby. And he's going to have the Jaguars' first down. Quite a call there. They go for it on 4th and inches, and it's a gain of 5.
Go. Silver.
They'll run the toss here to Etienne. And he will score. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars move out to a 7-3 lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Hardman now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. He's inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way back. 94 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense. You watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown. And you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Parker Washington. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Jaguars offense going to take over now for the second time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion!
Man in motion here is Washington. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Play action now. It's Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 71 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars are on top. It's 14-10. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Hardman now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to take over for their second possession. They trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Throwing now, Mahomes. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And it'll be 3rd down. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes going to throw here on 3rd down. He's got his man right side. It's complete. 15 yards through the air. 1st down, KC.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
The break the huddle coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He'll manage only a couple. Foye Oluokun with the play. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. Open man right side is Kelsey. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Jaguars on top. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. The left side into the hands of Hopkins. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. Open man, that's the tight end, Gray. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up. Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but they continue to get that matchup. This quarter.
That'll be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Chad Muma. He gets free. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars are out to a 21-10 lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Chiefs offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. That is Josh Hines-Allen from his defensive end spot to record the sack. A give here to Pacheco. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. 3rd and long. Throwing is Mahomes. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. On comes the Chiefs punter. Back deep for Jacksonville. That's Devin Duvernay. This is taken at his own 30. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Brian Thomas now, the Jaguars offense, getting set for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play. That is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Run. There we go.
They go play action for Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
As that play unfolded, Mike, I thought he was going to have a chance to find the end zone for the second time here today. And I'll be honest, if I'm the play caller, at the end of this drive, I might give him one more shot at the end zone. But either way, they got to be thinking coming away here with 6.
So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal. Now Lawrence. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
He slams it in there, and he is in. Travis Etienne, touchdown Jaguars. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to get back to work. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. Now it's Hero. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
3rd and long for Mahomes. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. Here's Matt Araiza now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Jaguars offense and Brian Thomas set to take over yet again. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a 2nd defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried the first half, it hasn't worked. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Lawrence. That's caught left side by Ingram. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the ground, here's Etienne. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment.
Hey.
Kirk is the motion man.
Red.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Lawrence throwing on 4th down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquil. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Chiefs. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are able to cut the deficit. It's now 28-17. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down.
Hey, Lion. Here we go, sir.
Now Lawrence on the bootleg. This one pulled in by Thomas. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. He has really thrown the ball well here in this first half. Look at the numbers. Over 200 yards passing now for the game.
Hey, run!
Here's 1st and 10. This run straight ahead for Etienne. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle.
Rip, 23.
2nd down, Lawrence. He gets that complete to his tight end Ingram. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Kirk is the motion man. Lawrence now on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Throw left side, taken in by Kirk. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
Hey, Silver.
They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a Jags first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on fourth down.
I know it's fourth and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Kansas City. What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone, and this one is blocked. He gets free. Past midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this one back all the way. Disastrous. The block extra point leads to 2 for the defense instead of 1 for the offense. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Jaguars offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Route. Here we go.
The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. He'll get about 2 with Justin Reed up from his safety spot to make the stop.
Here we go.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Hey, go.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Kirk is the motion man. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. That's complete to Etienne. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
Hey, Lion.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Hey, run. It's hot.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Red 23.
A loss of 5 brings up 2nd and 15.
Kirk is the motion man. Throwing is Lawrence. Going for it all. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He's got it. And the Jaguars are going to extend their lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Mahomes back. This caught right side by Worthy.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Mahomes on 1st down. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
They put Kelsey in motion. Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw again. There's that man again. Another catch. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs will cut into that lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Jacksonville with the Jaguars out front as we head downstate to Orlando. And we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman, who's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report. In the 1st half, we saw a strong outing from Trevor Lawrence. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the 1st half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the 2nd half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the 2nd half. Duvernay on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And as we take you through some of the highlights so far, you're going to see a lot of passing yards. He has carved up this defense, over 300 yards passing in the game, and has been sharp right from the start.
On red.
Man in motion here is Washington. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll get forward for a couple. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle.
Decent 24. Silver.
They'll run it once more with ETN. And he'll get this very close to a first down. A nice run there. He'll just end up a little bit short.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
They'll try and run for the first with ETN.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Hey.
First and 10.
Hey.
Now here's Lawrence. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Hey, easy. Route.
A big loss on the play.
Bro. He doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. That's picked up by the Chiefs. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin Lloyd.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
This one complete to Washington. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
And he's going to be taken down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
From 6 yards out, it's first and goal. They'll run it here with ETN. And he's got another one. Travis Etienne, touchdown Jaguars. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. And making a hat trick. That is his third rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will extend this third quarter lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense headed back to take over once more. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10.
Yellow.
They put Kelsey in motion. Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. A short one caught by Kelsey. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Man in motion is Brown. On 3rd and 1, here's Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the 1st down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Open man is Hopkins. A dive, and he's in. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, KC.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs are able to cut into the deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Washington now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Jags offense and Travis Etienne set to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
Hey, run!
Kirk is the motion man.
Silver!
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. He's going to take a shot down the field. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
2nd down, Lawrence. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
Lisa 24. Here we go, son.
They'll run for it with Etienne.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
They put Kelsey in motion. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Chiefs. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
That is knocked away. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense. The drive for 2 is unsuccessful. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down just around the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down.
red, on red.
On the handoff, it's ETN. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
They'll run. It's ETN. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
Man in motion here is Washington. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
Hey, easy, route.
That's good for a Jacksonville.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He keeps it himself. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
They'll give it to ETN on the option. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Hey, go!
Lawrence now. Catch made right side by Thomas. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Hey, Lion.
Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Lawrence. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Hardman now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. On the carry is Piron. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. Mahomes now on 2nd down. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. It's the safety, Darnell Savage.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They start with the lead and the football, and they do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, run! Here we go, son.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Etienne. Etienne has the first down, still going. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Here's Lawrence. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Jaguars. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Hardman now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Gray is the motion man here. On 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Mahomes now on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Hopkins sent in motion. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the Chiefs' 1st down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Right back to the air for Mahomes. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Second and a yard. Mahomes now to throw again. Right back to Kelsey again. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown.
And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Second down and 8. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes looking to throw on second down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They need 8 as they come up for third down. They put Kelsey in motion. On third down, Mahomes. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are able to edge a bit closer. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Duvernay on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Jaguars offense. And their running back set to go once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Up the middle, here's Etienne. And a short pickup to about the 30. Here's a second and 9. On the give, it's Etienne. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
You know at this point the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock?
And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can. And when you connect, it is a thing of beauty. And in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense and the veteran DeAndre Hopkins ready to take over once more. They'll do so with first and 10. Mahomes back. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see them miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Motion man is Rice. On second down, Mahomes. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Foye Oluokun.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far that has proven to not be the case.
We'll run the toss here to Etienne. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8. Man in motion here is Washington. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. The ball's out. It's pulled in by the Chiefs.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll lead to a second down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And third down coming up. They put Kelce in motion. There's that man again. Another catch. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Duvernay to return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point.
All right, let's go. Here we go, sir.
Etienne now on 1st and 10. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Hey, Lion,
Look him up on a second down and 8. Here's Etienne. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. To throw is Lawrence. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. Give him 18 yards on that one and a first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to Etienne. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
On red. Red.
On second down, here's Etienne. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
So, fourth down, and on comes the rookie, Cam Little, for this Jaguar field goal. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready for this next possession. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down. They put Kelsey in motion. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Open man right side is Kelsey.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll work his way down inside the 30. Chewing off 7 yards on that one. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Hey,
They'll run it once more with Etienne. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. So shout to Duval here in Duval County, Florida. It is a win for the Jaguars. They put it all together against a very difficult opponent. There are not too many people who were giving him much of a shot coming in. But they rode the energy of this home crowd, got some big plays on both sides of the ball. They're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Jaguars are the winners here at home as we say so long from Jacksonville.